So say it again for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laduca.
He got it.
Yeah, I said Laduca, didn't I?
No, you said Vince.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I might say Vince.
If all else fails,
Yeah.
we'll go for the short route.
Laduca? Yeah, okay. All right. Hi, this is Super Roach here from GameStar. We are here in the Linksys booth tonight. Today, even. I lose track of the time this quickly. This is Vince DeLuca. How are you going? I'll say Vince. Yeah. Yeah.
No, because we kept Greg quiet basically earlier on.
Clever trick. All good? Okay. G'day, this is Super Roach here with GameStar. We are here in the Linksys booth. We are here with Vince. How you doing, Vince?
Alrighty, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. It's nice in Australia today. How's the weather going for you here?
Oh, it's beautiful today. Again, it was a nice walkover, so.
It's good. Good to have a nice little walkover. So, my memory of Linksys is back in the day. This has such like a historical thing to it. Like my memory of Linksys was, do you remember the WRT54G?
Absolutely. And as actually a matter of fact, we actually still sell the WRT54G now in L. So it's been an amazing run for a CE brand to go, near 15 years. And so when I had the honor of actually getting the WRT line in my portfolio, I was very ecstatic and was very excited to see how I could take the WRT brand into the gaming space.
Oh, that's excellent here. So tell me what WRT stands for.
Wireless Router Technology.
That's nice and simple, isn't it? I remember also there was even featured like the distinctive thing of the WRT54G is it's got this blue facade at the front. It was featured in like South Park where they literally saved the internet by unplugging it and plugging it back in.
Yes, that it was called the Internet, and it was really cool. We actually use that in a lot of our internal presentations to indicate the significance of the Internet and how important WRT is now ingrained in the culture as the Internet.
So tell us about what you've made since then. It looks like that you've got a pretty fancy bit of technology kit here.
Oh, absolutely. And what we've done is kind of evolved the WRT brand and really made true solutions for the online gaming community. And what we've done is partnered with friends over at Rivet that make the killer networking technology, and using what they've done in the gaming, high-end gaming PCs from Alienware, MSI, Gigabyte, Razer, Lenovo, and others, and the amazing bandwidth control that they're doing inside the PC. We're taking a piece of that technology and built a custom firmware stack for the new breed of WRT with the WRT32X. And so that we're able to really now control both endpoints and really autonomously and intelligently manage the bandwidth, no matter if you have a big connection or a slow connection, to make sure that the ping rates are maintained and stay as low as possible, no matter what's happening on the network.
Oh, excellent. Esports is always big on having a low ping time, that kind of thing. I was just going to ask, what's when you got both endpoints there, are you talking about a download-upload technology or something different to that?
Actually, both. What I'm talking about, the both endpoints, is that we're able to talk to that gaming PC, see what's going on with there, and the information that's coming from the killer networking technology that's out there is transmitted to the router so that it can maintain gaming as the top priority, not video, which is what is in the typical consumer routers. So because of the killer technology on both endpoints, we're able to maintain that low ping rates and making sure that gaming is the top priority. But as you mentioned with the uploads and downloads, we're also able to manage both sides. And this is something that a lot of people aren't aware of. And, they're always concerned about their download because of streaming. But what's maybe even more important is that upload speeds, because that is that gamer's input back to that gaming server, which can mean the difference between killed or being killed.
And I guess without going into too much, the NBN is very constricted at the moment in Australia on the upload speed there. So it's very important to be able to utilize that as much as possible, whether you're playing an online game or you might be streaming, where upload is actually critical at that kind of point. So is the killer interface, is that customizable about how it prioritizes packets?
It is customizable, but what we really wanted to do is make it so that it's happening in the background all automatically. Because in our research we find out, gamers are not network engineers. They want to learn their game. They want to level up in their game. They want to get better at their gameplay. They don't want to have to go in and spend time tweaking their routers to do it. So what we've done is have to remove that burden from them so they can stay focused on their gameplay. Let us guys take care of the network side of things.
It's good to have a bit of a convenience like that for you there. So it's with this here, I see a big thing with routers these days. Heaps of antennas. Tell me why there is so many antennas for this? Like some kind of diversity thing, or?
Uh, we are running in diversity with this particular router. There's a little bit of an interesting thing when it comes to antennas, and some of it has to go with what customers perceive as more powerful. Again, with the WRT32X, we're using 4 antennas because it is actually a 3x3, but we're actually being able to use 4 different radios to actually provide the diversity. So there is a true benefit to what we've got with 4. It just gets a little weird when I start seeing more than that, personally. But I think that's more of a design aesthetic when it comes to antennas. But when you think about what we're doing with the WRT32, it's performance first, and that's what we've done with it, and making sure we put 4 because we have 4 radios running on a 3x3 to provide that diversity.
And when you say the specifications there, like a 4x1 or a 3x3 kind of thing, is that to help with, say, I might have my mobile phone streaming cat videos and then I'm on my PC playing Overwatch? Is that to help with the prioritization of multiple computers there?
It's more, diversity is more of a factor of range and being able to work with being able to shape that with the beamforming technology to be able to get the highest speeds to the Wi-Fi devices that are out there.
Right. So I know what you mean with beamforming then. So you focus it in, say, a certain direction, so it knows that the signal's coming from down there, so it'll focus on that for better signal.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. That's very technical. So I love it. Can you tell us anything else about the router there? I see. I like how you've got indicators for 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, so you can tell if there's anyone sort of hogging up your 2.4 spectrum if you're trying to be all 5 gigahertz.
Yeah, and just again, give you the indication of what's going on at a quick glance from across the room, what's happening on your network. If you are running a lot of maybe IoT, that's running on 2.4 generally, so you can see what's happening there versus what's going on the 5 gig is if you're typical with what now the newer mobile devices are utilizing. Of course, what we're able to do with the killer networking technology is manage the bandwidth on both wired and Wi-Fi, especially with the massive growth now in mobile gaming and actually competitive mobile gaming. The Wi-Fi is becoming even more and more important to the gaming community. When in the past, it's typically always been, only wired. Now it's, you get it all.
That's a good feature to have there. So we're at PAX. Can you tell us about what you're hoping to get from PAX at the moment?
Well, really, it's just to really let people know that this is out there and this is real technology that's providing real solutions, not what I've seen. Again, remain nameless, but what others have done, basically taken the same consumer router and just shifted it over into the gaming space and said, maybe change the color of something and said, here's your gaming router. Linksys as a technology-driven company, we wanted to make sure we provide true solutions. And I've traveled extensively. I was at PAX West. Since preaching the gospel there, actually was invited to be in the Alienware booth. We did some really cool streams there. Again, just getting that awareness out there that there are solutions out there to better that online gameplay.
So would you say your motto there is you're going for less bling and more raw performance?
We said Linksys is the real deal, and we want to make sure that people know that and can take advantage of that.
No, that's excellent. Would you like to say anything else before we wrap up, Vince?
I don't know. Hello out there. That's it. Hi, Mom. Well, I said it's actually my first time out here at Oz, so again, I really appreciate the warm reception I've gotten out of here. So again, good times.
I'm glad that you feel welcome here. So Vince, like to close it off. Pleased to meet you. And oh, yep. All good. Yep. All right. So Vince, I'd like to close it off now. Pleased to meet you. Yeah, and it'll be great to check out more of the Linksys system on the floor and here at PAX. So this is Super H here, signing off with GameStar. Stay tuned for more videos and interviews from the floor.